pulling guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a...
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. This is taken around the 12. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but start your week by installing your game plan.
The Zach Taylor era begins
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving time.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Still going. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. Now with his... Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Almost the full length of the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. All right, we will. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from the 1. Throwing is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check. Reload.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdowns. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And there he goes again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from... On first down, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but they're...
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yes, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout. Start your week by installing your game plan. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Coach, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a chance to see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Now they'll run it on the toss. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by a... Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 78 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Cousins again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph His
Max 50, Max 50. I'm coming. Zebra. Max 50. Hey, receiver.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
I called it no gain there on the first down play. And this... This is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Check back.
Cousins to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this.
Check. Black. Watch twist. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. You don't want none. Check 93.
Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Cousins. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive.
Check. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Cousins on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Now Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A gain of 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. First down, here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
You got 3. Three down. Check, got 3.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun.
Again, it's Cousins. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Cousins now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy.
Pass complete to number.
Throwing, Cousins, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a gain. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're in.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, They'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also... Start your week by installing your game. This is the player card. This is your development trait. Superstar.
The Zach Taylor era begins in Cincinnati. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the Bengals have a new man calling the shots. Zach Taylor, the second youngest coach in the entire league, as they head...
Good job right there. Good job right there. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Is... On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first half. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about...
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Throwing again. Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3. All right, we will save the week.
What? Go 13.
Mike 54. Go on.
Go 14.
Right there. 54. Right
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the stunt.
Now Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is a...
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Shreds the tackle. And he's loose again. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score as his guys continue. Here's Kevin Huber now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. This is taken around the 12. And there he goes again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
All right, count him along with me. That's his third return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable.
Quick, 190.
57. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason?
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Super Bowl 40 one more.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A 70.
Move the team. 98, 98 Mike. We ain't giving up nothing yet.
Here's Wilson throwing on first down. He's going to float this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. To throw is Wilson on first and 10. This complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He'll look to set up his blockers. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the charge offensively. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdowns. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's loose again. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
What? 190. 55. I got you. I got you.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys...
Not today.
On 1st and 10, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
And now look at him go. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 82 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing on 1st down. Wilson. It got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got going?
Yeah. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9.
Green 80.
98 for Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Wilson now throwing on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson going to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 75. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far.
Let's go, guys.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wilson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 98 for Mike.
Silver.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. And here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Let's go, guys.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go, baby.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Going up top, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least,
she's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Let's go, guys.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they